So I thought, what happens if you take a 99 overall quarterback, right? The best quarterback possible in Madden, 99 stats across the board, and you give him the worst offensive line possible, all 12 overall offensive linemen. It is so bad that even they're trying to put my tight end at the offensive line, guys. But yes, today we have a 99 overall Superman time 99 quarterback in every single category, and we're going to see how good he can do with the worst offensive line humanly possible. So let's go ahead and get right into this, guys, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know what to expect. A lot of times I know what to expect going into these videos. This one, I don't. Because I feel like, he could technically just outrun the whole entire defense and just take off running, right, and make plays that way. But at the same time, it's like, will he? Alright, so, or will he just get sacked 1,000 times? So, first drive for the Giants, they got 3 points, okay. So, let's see how this first drive goes. 9-yard play, reception to Brandon Cooks, okay. Got a first down. Oh, he's going right down the field. Oh, he got sacked. Superman got sacked, okay. And they hold him to a field goal. Okay, so first drive gets down the field, does get sacked because the offensive line's gonna be a problem. But he does go ahead and at least get some. Yeah, he's getting down the field here. He's definitely struggling a tad bit. I feel like for a 99 overall, he would probably put up way more points in this if his offensive line wasn't absolutely dog water. But still, it's not really that bad. Better than I expected, I'll say it like that. And I'm going to be interested to see how many times he gets sacked this whole entire year at the end of this video. But for a Giants squad, who really, this Cowboys squad with a 99 overall quarterback should be absolutely terminating this team. It is very interesting, I'll say it like that. They converted a 4th and 19, the Giants did, to tie this game up. That is actually insanity. And let's see, can the Giants do it in the end? And they do. They tie it up. And we might see ourselves, never mind, no overtime. The Cowboys win in the end. So our first game with this quarterback, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 181 yards. So not the greatest passing game for him today. Let me go ahead and just look at Cowboys stats right here. So 68 yards on the ground. And that's with the worst offensive line possible. So I thought the run game would also be a big problem. Looks like all the touchdowns came through the receiving game, which does very much make sense. Giants had only 1 sack in the opening game. So not really too much of an impact. I guess to a certain degree, having an awful offensive line definitely stopped him from probably being able to really go out there and put up crazy numbers. But 180 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. I don't really think that's that bad. Now, the Jets have a pretty damn good defense, right? And they do got Aaron Rodgers, and there's no injuries here. So we're going to see how they can do. This is in Cowboys Stadium here. I might take 1 snap here just to see. Let me go ahead and go to sim here. Let's go to, okay, Cowboys defense. They're going to get a stop, and they do get a stop. All right, so I want to see. How bad is it? Because, they're all 12 overalls, but they're still going to block somewhat, right? Oh, my lordy. Okay, well, one of my linemen is still on the ground. Okay, I just got tackled. I was too busy looking at my linemen who was on the ground there and not even try. So this is what hikes the ball, right? Left tackle got destroyed. Right tackle is still on the ground, can't move. Right guard got destroyed right there. Yeah, okay, so I'll tell you one thing. He definitely has his hands full when it comes to offensive line problems. he's really making up for it, though. I mean, listen, okay, both these games now a lot closer than they should be for a 99 overall quarterback. He should be able to blow these teams out with ease, especially with the Cowboys receiving core. And he loses to the Jets in week 2 here. Puts up 228 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And how many sacks? 3, 3.5, 4. 4 sacks for the Jets defense in this game, and they take the win. So, although he's still having a pretty good day, I mean, it's not like horrendous. Definitely not the greatest, bro. Definitely not the greatest. All right, let's go into our next game here. So we put Arizona Cardinals. Should be a lot easier. This should be a lot easier of a game. Shouldn't be that tough. The Cardinals don't really have that crazy of a pass rush. So maybe this offensive line can, not really impact them as much. I mean, I'm sure it's going to impact them in some way. There's no way that offensive line would not impact them. But at least it's not like they're going against the best of the best here. All right, so we got Arizona. It is in Arizona as well, so it's always a tough matchup. All right, so let's go to Sim, and let's see how this goes. So first drive, Cardinals start with the ball. They go right down the field and score a touchdown. Okay, Cowboys answered back. Okay, I don't understand why the Cowboys defense sucks so bad. This might be a really bad situation. I thought the Cowboys had a good defense. But apparently the Cardinals are just, wow. Okay, well, the Cardinals just blew out the Cowboys. In real life, ironically enough, the Cowboys did go ahead and lose this game, but Kyler Murray did not play. It was actually Caleb Toon, but 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. How many times did he get sacked? 3 sacks for the Cardinals defense. Yeah. That's going to be the real kicker here, pun included, is the amount of times he gets sacked, because that just kills drives. I mean, you get sacked, let's say once or twice on the drive, and your drive's over. I mean, you're not going to be able to do anything. So that's definitely the real issue here, is how many times you get sacked. So 1-2 now for the Cowboys, and now they play the Patriots. Let's go ahead and sim from this screen here. They play the Patriots, who aren't the greatest, and they win 23-17. Now they play the 3-1 49ers, who have a great defensive line. Yeah, they lose that game. That's really not that surprising. Now they play the Chargers. They lose 28-7. Going into their bye week, how many times has he been sacked? He has been sacked 16 times, which, let me see compared to the other league. Okay, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 1,000 yards. I feel like that's that bad, right? Like Mahomes, for example, has, with Josh Allen, Jordan Love, 15 apiece. Superman time has 12, so it really isn't that bad. Only 4 interceptions isn't that bad. The most time sacked in the NFL right now is Derek Carr at 22. How does Derek Carr have gotten sacked more times than a quarterback who has a 12 overall offensive lineman at every single position? The fact that these quarterbacks right here, these 3 quarterbacks have been sacked more times than our quarterback is actually kind of insane. Because, they actually have real offensive lines. We don't have an offensive line here. We're like a joke offensive line. And they're somehow, some way, still getting sacked more. All right, Rams game. After our bye week, maybe the offensive line came together. They did not. Now they play the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? They won that game. 3-5. 3-5 with a 99 overall quarterback. That's mind-boggling to me. That is mind-boggling to me that the Cowboys, who already are a great team, they're wrong, already a great team. But even with their receiving core they have now, their running back core they have now, great quarterback, unstoppable quarterback, they can't overcome that offensive line being crap. It goes to show how much offensive line actually matters. I've said it many times in my football videos, but the offensive line is the building part of any team. If your offensive line sucks, you're not going to be able to do anything here. You're not going to be able to run the ball. You're not going to be able to pass the ball. You're not going to be able to do anything. No matter who you have at receiving core, you're not going to be able to do anything. So, somehow, some way, the Cowboys are actually still technically in the playoff competition here because the Eagles are 8-7. So, they're going to have to win. And if they lose, then they're out. But now that the Eagles won the division. Now they played 6-10 Commanders, and they lost again. So they are knocked out of the playoffs, and they went 7-10 with a 99 across the board stat quarterback. He was only sacked 40 times, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 3,500 yards. I mean, overall, not really that bad. Their rushing game still had 1,000 yards on both quarterback and running back. 10 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns. So again, like I said, not really that horrendously bad. And I'm actually surprised by these numbers. Like, I expected them to really just be the opposite. I expected him to be sacked insane amounts and him not put up much stats at all. But instead, I mean, he was sacked the third most in the league, but that's still less than Derek Carr. That's still less than Kirko. And it's very similar to the Raiders, Lions offensive line, Steelers offensive line, and Cardinals. And that's with the fact that they don't have all 12 overall offensive linemen. I am just mind-boggled for the fact that we are watching a quarterback who literally comes in fourth for Super Bowl MVP odds, or I guess finishing, and yet still could have been a playoff team if he won a couple more games. So even with a horrible offensive line with literally no help at all, but still having a great team, again, like I said, you gotta keep that part in mind too, is that even though the offensive line was crap, he still has a star running back, 2-star receivers, 3-star receivers, decent tight end core, and a pretty damn good defense, right? But can't overcome that offensive line. It's a crucial part of any building, any team, period. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.